speaking of weather,
Yes.
Remember the last time I came out and I said something about mental health and physical health and all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. So speaking of weather, it's raining. DJ Lionel is over there, running.
Yes, sir.
It's blazing hot. DJ Lionel is running.
Yes.
Kana ka hurricane mangila ko Mozambique. Hurricane Dineo,
Whatever hurricane it is, they name them Kawasaki. Yeah.
The next thing DJ Lionel is busy running.
Yes.
And then during that time, there was a lot of talk, guys.
Yes.
Or you are probably losing your mental say and blah blah.
Yes, they
blah.
said I'm crazy. Be very specific about what and what I want.
Exactly.
That's what they said. Yes.
Yeah. So how will we work getting mentals? How did that affect your mentals?
It did not. It really did not, because other people's opinions don't matter. Whatever they thought didn't really matter, so it didn't affect me at all. I knew exactly what I was doing and why I was doing it.
So, sorry, I can now I'm not concentrating.
Oh, yes, I got
you.
Yes.
Yeah, but it didn't affect people close to you. Let's say when you feel like, okay, I'm mentally ready for whatever people are gonna say.
Yes.
But obviously there will be people close to you, whether it's friends, family members, or relatives.
Yes, my mom was concerned.
Yeah.
My mom was deeply concerned. She called me and said, "Yo, people are saying that you're dancing in the rain in town. What's going on?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm dancing. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic. I am happy that it's raining. I feel good." So my dad was also, it bothered him basically. Yeah. So until I explained it to them to say, "No, don't worry about it. I'm good."
Yeah.
Because clearly you guys, they're health professionals, so they understand what insane and sane actually looks like.
Yeah.
And I asked them, "Do I look like I'm insane?" And they said no. I'm like, "Good then, relax, stay calm."
Because during that period, I was in and out of Venezuela.
Okay, yes.
And then sometimes when I come home, I create those reports, hey, Lionel this, Lionel that.
Yes. Yes.
And then I'm like, Mare, that's your typical Lionel.
Yes.
What's new? And then some people, they'll be like, nah, I don't go, because now I always brush it off as, that's your typical Lionel.
Yes.
I'm never linked to the Repopane Lionel, Azama Alistele, Alafro Hamukulan, and Mushupong. Then I was going to be concerned.
Yes.
So for the longest time now, I was brushing it off. Man. Because now I've never seen anything. Well, if I meet you, and then Obumpona, and then you don't recognize me, you don't say anything, even like Okumini say, sure, then I was gonna be concerned.
Yes.
But they went too long react every time I go and I'm like,
yes, I'm conscious of every single thing I do. Even running in the rain, that was a conscious thing to do. Even in the sun. Water is life, my brother.
Yeah.
And I love it when it rains. Like it's just loving the weather and just embracing it, running in it, facing it, not being afraid of it. And people are not aware of that. You are making your own body weak. You are making it prone to diseases and flu.
So they
flu. Oh no, that's what it's flu. That's a lie. That's a complete lie. Parents have been teaching kids for years that playing with water will get you sick, but that's not true. It has never been scientifically proven at all. Water is life. It gives life to everything that's alive.
Well, what's my name? Anyway.
Touché. Touché, brother. Yeah.
Because some people, they be like, and then I'm like, okay, now when I'm tired and we get up late at night.
Not fresh. That's basically the answer then.
So yeah, so I guess some things the like you said, or the parents sometimes they will say something to their kids and
they were raised like that. Yes, so the conditioning and the programming is the same.
Yeah.
So I broke that conditioning and programming. That is why when people see me act like that, they think this is insanity. Because they're not used to seeing that. They're used to being mad. They're used to being, No, I don't want that. I want to live. I came here to live.
Mare, do you think somewhere in the back of your brain, that element in it kind of enjoyed this attention?
No.
Like ke o lo khalla santa go khona go da khona e kopanyang tuflege le kasi.
Yes.
And then you are busy there on santa mo tseleng, and some people will be like, no, di maleno ka rata attention.
No, because I use that road. So I can drive him on and I'm like, there's a problem, I see it, why can't I solve it?
Instead of complaining.
I'm not gonna come here and complain. When I see a problem, I solve it. That's it.
Yeah. Because I remember that day, and then I said something, we had a smaller conversation after that time.
Yes.
So as I walk away, yes. And then they said what I just asked you, why was I reporting blah blah blah, and I'm thinking, honestly, you don't need to report them if you can solve them.
You can do it your own way. You do it yourself.
Let me just, and then if it's a bigger thing, then obviously you have to report them.
I can fix that, yeah. I can do what I can.
Okay, so we can officially say Lionel is sane.
Perfectly so.
But are you aware of Mokasi?
Yes.
If Mokasi Bakare, let's say, conclude this guy orata bana, like Dimanu Jolabana.
Hey.
Or Dimanu HIV positive.
Yes.
Lauka, it's a Facebook Live. What's another phone go JV Max Clinic or it's a Facebook Live. I want to test as I'm testing.
Yes.
Even like the result you got a negative. How can see on area? You are negative. How do you are positive?
Yes.
There's nothing you can do or say.
Yes.
Are you aware of?
Yes, but like I said, an opinion of what people think doesn't make it a fact. If I know what truth is, why do I care what people
Unless
think?
you love them.
What do I think? What do I care about what people think?
Unless you love them.
No.
If you love them, then the opinion is about
they don't matter. I deal with facts. I don't deal with
opinions. It's a couple saying the world's best dad. No, I'm not the world's best dad. Your opinion doesn't matter.
The world's best?
Best dad.
That's what you think again. I don't see that. I'm just a human being.
I'm not excited. Father's Day, the worst dad, best dad. I don't have expect that excitement. Oh, my child don't take it to copy.
No, I'll be thankful for that. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yes, thank you. But that doesn't actually, no, but it really doesn't.
Okay.
My job is to be a father. My job is to make sure that she's protected, she's safe, she's loved and cared for. That's what I do every single day.
It's about the best day, you're not gunning for that.
No, I'm not gunning for that. That's why you're the best DJ. I'm not the best in anything. I'm a human being. Yes. And it ends there. I am a human being. I'm not best in anything. Yes.
And it's funny because those things, so for example, you mentioned, those are the basics. It's not like you said, Spanish is to protect her, to make sure her those are just the basics.
Yes.
And have you noticed how difficult it is for most people just for the basic deal, even just to be there for your child?
Yes.
Because some people, they can't even agree one to do something. Abasa switch channel, abasa rasetse ngwana, abadulele ngwana and actually watch whatever the child is watching. Because sometimes it means a lot to a child.
It does.
And those are just basics.
Simple things. But remember, most of parents were not raised properly. Let's start there. They were never raised properly. They were conditioned in their own way, so they're going to raise their kids with a very same conditioning. So they can't actually see their kids simply, so that they can raise them simply, so that they can connect with them.
So when in
that way I can treat you however I want. Yeah, and which is what parents are doing. But this story about
don't you feel like, okay, your parents were not fair when they were raising you, but another favoritism, blah blah blah. Like, get over it. If you can't get over it, but tools or therapy, something. It's not now you are stuck in the fact that okay, my parents didn't raise me well, therefore I'm gonna fuck up my kids.
Most of them don't actually see that.
Are we doing anything wrong?
No, most of them don't see anything wrong in how they are treating their own kids. To say I'm grown, therefore why is this still haunting me? No. Remember, however you were raised, will shape you to become an adult.
That
will shape every single thing that you went through shapes you to become an adult. So this thing, no, this is how I am. You hear a lot of people about it. That's a lame excuse for a human being. That's what they do. It's like moto struggle Coca-Cola, let's say. But when I tell you that this thing is going to kill you, it's going to be difficult for you to actually see that. Because you're addicted to it.
And then my favorite excuse, so anyway.
That's a stupid excuse. It means you're ignorant. So I don't want to live an ignorant life, my brother. I don't. Whether it's a contradictory life, a hypocritical life, I don't want to live that. I want to be as real comes. Because time is short. Our life here is quite short.
Because you can live for 70 years and die for 1,000 years. So
millions of years. Because remember, the earth is like 13.8 billion years old. So, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it is. So, what do you do to like, do you meditate or do you do anything like to take care of the mentals? Before we get to the body and everything, like on a regiment, okay, I'm gonna do yoga or I'm gonna meditate or
meditation is a very complex thing. Very complex. People just say the word meditation, but they don't understand what meditation is. Go meditate for 20 minutes. That's not meditation.
I'm still struggling to meditate. Every time after 5 minutes.
Go meditate for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
You can't do that. So only a meditative state. That's when you are living in the now, in the present moment, without yesterday, without tomorrow.
Living in the now.
Living in the now, living in the eternal. That's meditation. Understanding exactly what you are. That's meditation. Meditation is not a system or a method. So people hasty buy deep into that to understand what it actually is.
Yeah. So what do you do?
What do I do? The first thing was understanding myself. What this is. Understanding it.
Yeah.
Yes. Not through a priest, not through anyone, but understanding what a human being is.
Okay.
That's how you understand now your mental state. To see how anger destroys people, to see what fear does, to see what jealousy does, to see what attachment does, to question all these things. It's a process of meditation, understanding yourself, so that you don't live with fear. How can you know what love is if you are frightened? You can't, Liquid.
Yeah, man.
You can't. Ask a lot of people here, they'll tell you they know how to say I love you, but have no meaning, or that I love you, what does it actually mean?
To a point where I love you doesn't even mean anything.
It's meaningless because you are just saying it. And I love you, love is not just a bunch of words. Liquid, it's not. It's such a beautiful thing that people need to understand what it actually is. Ask anyone. Even you can say you love, but you don't know what love is. Because look at how simple it is. To say, oh no, I know what love is. I tell my kid that I love you, but you have no idea what love is.
Sometimes it can get you like surprised, like 6 years old, and like, Papa, what is love? And then go on and click, oh damn,
I don't know.
I thought I knew.
And I know nothing.
Because if you can't explain anything to 1 hour 6 years,
yes,
then because explain it as if you 6 years.
Yes.
If you can explain something to someone as if on 6 years, then you know what you're talking about.
Yes.
But if you can't, it's like Facebook at all.
Yes.
What is Facebook?
Yes.
Then you don't even know where to start. You're like,
can you say you don't know?
You can't say.
Most people will tell. People can't be honest and say I don't know. They can't. Just that simple word.
That's easy.
But ask anyone who's God. They'll tell you about the Bible. They'll tell you about who God is. But they have no idea. They have no idea. Just like love. People just love talking about I love you. I love you. Have you seen how dangerous the world is? You go into social media, you see how many kids are being raped, how many women are being abused, how the killings. There's a lot of killings. But yet, how is It's couples. People who are in a so-called relationship who kill each other. But yet they say they love one another. I argue that.
The stats, they are most of the time when a person is killed or murdered,
yes.
It's very rare. It does happen, but it's very rare for
True.
And it goes back to your interview with Buan. But
how can we say we love each other but we want to hurt one another?
But it goes back to that into attachment.
That. What I'm true. If you could just see attachment, how destructive attachment is. People can't comprehend that. And people are in it now. A girl who receive a concept that no, utonyalo. Aba batla lenyalo leo. Ha bono batla. Ngwana o a khona go bona gore o batla tronko because marriage is a prison. It's a huge prison.
Podcast
yes, no, it is. Ask them.
They be like, you want to go and do
No, but if you're honest with themselves,
yeah.
Let them just check it.
Okay. I think no, I need to make a disclaimer. Can I add that thing? Comments made by.
Oh, yes.
In the comments, they have nothing to do with New Watch Podcast. Please don't come at us.
No, that's the thing. When we talk about these things, they're very important.
Yeah.
For people to actually break them down. To have honest conversations. If they are a couple, they are married, why can't they just tackle attachment themselves? What baby, are you attached to me? And let's see what's implied in attachment. Attachment is possessiveness. Look at it. From possessiveness, it is a jealousy. From that jealousy, it is a hatred. So how can attachment be love? How can jealousy be love? When you're jealous of me, you don't love me, you hate me. That's a fact. It's a fact.
Hey, man.
Just look at it.
But some people don't find it easy. Like, let's say, for example,
yes.
We're popular in terms of music and things like that. And then you get involved in the motor how to learn out. Let's say when you are out there to work, and then advice. We're not just gonna be there for fun while you're busy to span. And then as soon as you are done with yourself, now people wanna take pictures with you, the video and all of that.
Yes.
Now she has to take a step back.
Yes.
All these things.
Yes.
Some people she say now.
Yes.
Now the poor kid, the girlfriend all these things happening.
Yes. If she's jealous at that time, she doesn't love me.
No, Mara, why
it's not love.
Why is on a like I'm on say they now. Just now.
Do you see what you just did? Why should she feel any pain because something is this other person? I question can your actions affect how I behave?
But in most cases it does.
Why are you triggered by another person's actions?
Or is it growing up now?
Yes.
When I started this dating thing, and they can find out this lady I'm dating, busy other people.
Okay.
This guy on Telar, it's funny the way the actions it's about to Baba they affect that day.
Yes.
I get the actual words he used.
Yes.
Yes. And I'm just like,
Going back to is crazy. I'm not affected by that. Who's saying it? Not me. I sleep nicely at night. I sleep nicely, without thinking about anything, without thinking about anyone.
Yeah.
Because I don't create any opinion about anyone. I don't create an opinion about you. Yes, I don't create an opinion about anyone else.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Even though, Rashab, even though some people can see so much potential, I can tell you, I had people who got angry at me. because not anger like I hate this guy. No, anger like sort of disappointment. It's like, let me put it like that. To a, like motu tabare, maybe in a handshake, or one potential na give. Nike gonna get just a normal regular person.
Yes.
And then some person will be like, now I do now I do potentially and then the person will get angry at me or I'm not using my potential.
Yes.
I'm not using my cleverness.
Yes.
And then even a burden yes. Now they're gonna get mad at me for not using potential.
But look at who's mad. Who's mad in that scenario?
Yeah.
He is. Wait a minute. Did you see it? Muto, he's mad at, like, wait a minute. He's the one that's mad.
Mare, Inja, I think D3. But something that you know about yourself.
Yes.
And then something saying, something that you know about yourself that other people don't know.
Okay.
About you.
Yes.
And then other people know about you. Now how it's like they see them, but when I get it, you can't be outside of yourself to see them.
Yes.
You are yourself, so
yes.
Yeah. It's like you can't attend your own event. Because why now you hosting? How
True.
can you host and then attend?
True. Yeah, that's what it is.
And then something saying nobody else knows. Well, basically what they are saying we need other people.
No, but when you look at it, an opinion about what another person is saying. I think that you are this. I think on the potential. That's them thinking. That's them creating an opinion about what they are saying. To a point
more, they get angry and disappointed. Or why was I the advantage of this potential?
Oh no! Like people have been making a huge fuss. There's an event I wanted to plan, like last year at Station 2 Sports Ground. I wanted to fill that stadium, but because that stadium is not safe, it's not safe, and I've went to JB Marks officials to try and get that stadium fixed properly, not for the event but for the community, because what they wanted to do was to fix it for the event, and I'm like, I'm not fixing that stadium for the event, I'm fixing the stadium for the community. It needs to be utilized. Which is ridiculous.
And then after it just rains once and then everything.
Exact, which is ridiculous, and I'm like, there's no sustainability in that. We don't have any infrastructure. So I won't host an event in a place where it's not safe. But people buy one-man show. Hey Joe, where's the one-man show? That doesn't bother me. They want something and I'm working towards that goal.
But it's a problem.
Innocently, not the way Bonnie by Batlangate. Yes, it needs to be proper. I asked them what Bangaya Dilaite, Barricade Stadium say, make sure that it's safe. Kenyan toilet, Kenyan meat, Kenyan Motakase, Bangaya Dilaite. So that kids can play football at night.
Exactly.
Stand there, I mean, there's nothing here. So I'm not here to waste time. I'm a parent and I want to see development in my own town.
Do you think we're going to lose you at some point? Because I don't know if you notice it, but we are starting to lose like talent, democracy, like clever people or hard-working people.
Yes.
But start who lose a hope in this town and then they are leaving.
That's the thing. It's them losing hope. I can't lose hope, man. I'm a parent and I'm gonna fight as hard as I can for this community. Yes, to grow and to be what it's supposed to actually be.
But everybody has a prize, man. Everyone has a prize.
Oh no.
Let's say someone okay, 17 million no matter how much you love it. Everything you're doing. Come do it, Kokasinya.
The good thing about me is I don't value money because it means nothing. Let me show you something. Human beings are the only animals on earth that pay to live, which is a very ridiculous and stupid way to do life. Look at it like this. The sun is out and it's giving you everything for free. Are you paying for it? Are you paying to breathe? Are you paying for your heart to pump?
I feel we're going to get there one day.
Does a dog pay to live?
No.
A bird, does it pay to sing? So human beings are such idiots for what we have done. Because out of our own selfishness, we've created a very difficult world for other people. So I don't value money. It means nothing because with all the money in the world, you can't replace a life. You can't replace living.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, you cannot. So money means nothing. So even if you came with 200 billion and put it here, I'm like, go and shove it somewhere else. Where the sun doesn't shine.
If you're watching, you're not 200 million.
Yes, no. I'm being very honest with you.
I'm living.
No.
Money.
Money should help. Money should build. Like that's the only thing it's there for. Like to make our lives easier. All of us, liquid.
Yeah.
The sun doesn't give you more and me less. It doesn't give someone that sleeps.
We all have the same 24 hours.
We all have the same 24. Thank you very much. Whether you're in Russia, whether you're in America, it's the same 24 hours.
Yeah, and
so why do we live this life like no? It's a separate thing. Because I have more than you. Just because of money, that's a piece of paper, sir. That's currency. It means nothing.
Yeah, and
so do you see it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So yeah. There's no. You can't buy this. No one can. No one in the world can.
And when I was working with artists, I used to tell them exactly the same. They're like more or less the same thing. Cause example like we need to respect the talent everything, cause you can't replace that.
No.
You can replace.
Easy.
Or lose 100 rand today, you work hard, you get another 100.
They print it. It's not like they print money. It's a piece of paper.
If we still 2017 is gone.
You'll never get it back.
Even lady lo tseno gore no tshwantse di thole ka 2017 o bo degree ka 2027 o di thotse mara nako yone
it's gone. You can't replace it.
So the thing you were supposed to do in your youth with that time, they are gone.
Yes.
Now you keep 2027 you are a 40-year-old guy embarasa bana ba gago gore bra aren't you supposed to be doing this guy?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Mariano, you messed up the time and then it's over. Because
I get it. Yes.
Yeah, because you notice it's a lot of people, they can get angry for wasting their time more than you wasting their money.
Yes.
You can waste their money in a bagakwata. Mare the possibility of another chance. But as soon as you waste their time, you feel like no.
But it's not your time to waste. Look at it. Nobody's in control of time.
Because if I waste your time, I'm wasting my time as well.
It's not time wasted though, because I enjoy every single moment. That's why I give it 100% of the time.
No, I'm talking about, but yes. They don't take like advantage of the opportunities and busy yes. You could be doing something productive.
Yes.
But you don't.
Yes.
Instead, you choose okay. Let me not mention the production companies.
Oh, yes.
Because maybe bagana interested
That's the thing. Yeah, no, I understand though.
Yeah, but let's say you are binging, we should be series after series after series.
Yes.
Instead of being out there doing something also productive.
Yes.
And then it can actually take you somewhere. Because if we skip those series, when you come back, you're still gonna find them.
Mm-hmm.
So you can always go back and rewind and watch whatever say what was Mare now it's done.
Yes.
24
hours in a day. How much time do you give to understanding yourself? What your body needs in terms of food, what your mind needs to be silent, to get peace. People are angry, but they don't want to figure out what anger actually is. They would rather go to church on Sunday. Like that will answer their questions. They've been going to church for thousands of years.
And
nothing changes. They're still angry, they're still fearful, they're still mad, like they're still suffering, they're still in pain. So why do people do these things without figuring out how can I live here happily, peacefully, liquid? Because that's your right, my brother. So people are asleep. People are blind, and that's 99% of the population. I'm not saying in South Africa. 99.9% of the population. People are as confused can be.
That's why
and they don't want to accept that.
That's why Thanos and Avatar
basically.
It's like I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. More podcast than you
Yes.
And I like this segment Watch Out. Few other people feel like they are doing great things. And then usually what I do, more industry more.
Yes.
Because I'm talking to you, and more than some people know you, I expand the beginning.
Yes.
I are in the world of music and DJing. I fella, whoever comes into your mind.
Yes.
Yeah, we should watch out for it. This person is doing an amazing job and blah blah blah. So please watch out for it and things like that. Besides Bad Boys Dance Academy.
Honestly,
yeah,
I don't see anyone doing anything to build. People are selfish in their ways of living. You can name it from locally to above. Everyone is selfish in how they're building something. So where the selfishness, there can't be a universal understanding. They can't. You can't build anything of substance if you're selfish. You can see it with our political leaders. You can see it with all political parties. You see it with all religious organizations. You see it everywhere. In communities it's worse because now communities are suffering. From that suffering, everyone is trying to survive. And when you are surviving, it's a destructive way of living. Because all you want is to free your own pockets for your family and for, So there's actually no one to look out for. And that's me being very honest with you.
Yeah.
That's me being very honest with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's this series episode on The Good Place. In short, it's about this person, like, the things still get and then when you die, it's either you go to the good place or the bad place. So the good place is like heaven.
Yes.
So this other lady, Abaitola Alebo bad place.
Yes.
And then she was like, I had so many NGOs qualifying. I had NGOs. I did this and this. I better go to Doctors Without Borders, but to across the world.
Yes.
And then that person was like, but you did that for selfish reasons.
Yes.
From
genuinely.
Yeah,
genuinely. Yes.
I'm doing this and this and this for the community.
There we go.
Then how do you do were you happy? Were you happy for what you're doing? No, I wasn't happy. That's why I did so many interviews. Time magazine, Vogue magazine, not
I
for
did this. It's like helping someone Omokata.
What if that's how you get sponsors? Okay, I'm gonna donate the pets to coaching primary school.
You don't get sponsors.
Let me bring all those cameras.
Oh no. It's all for show. Yeah. If you do it, then if you
what if it's for the sponsor? Oh, you are doing that. Okay, yes, no pets.
You can ask for sponsorship without.
No, if the sponsor are problem ko re photo nka e ba mo go nna ke beile ke roki ha ke to intsha gona le motho o tlo ikere yang o tlo intsha wa tlhaloganya e nna ke okay di mana o direla go shine so if le gore ke a bla ke re nna ke kopa sponsorship sa something ke tsa yana le then o bonta gore ne ke batla proof ke re a re tsama ke tla bua le batho gore ke re tla le mama a re tsama a bone once in there.
Simple. You don't do good because of something. No, you do good. That's it.
Yeah.
And then now
like very simple. I get it good because you just do good. You're either a good person or a bad person. That's it. I want to in between. I want to both good and bad kind of get one. No, you're either good or you're bad.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
The most terrible one, especially for the picture. If ever get a sponsorship is somewhere one tabarno would the before. I can go event and ya liquidity and nagitili. I can spend a say because the pictures that thing go ya that months or kidira so. Then on such a letter which is shelter thing it munka with the good right.
Exactly.
I would talk about a king like that thing or not.
There we go. People deliver shoes every year. Right at the school drive, these shoes drive and all of that, the blankets and all of that. Like, why don't you just deliver those things? Because you can clearly see there's a need there.
Yeah.
Why do you need people to come and promote that? Like,
yeah, and this is what we did.
No.
Blah blah blah.
No. Kids, when you go to Tuflo or any other school, there's a lot of kids that don't have uniform that come from disadvantaged families. We know that, and in numbers. We're not trying to fix that. If anything, we would rather catch these kids fish. And shine and say, and that's it. I don't care what you eat, I don't care if situation I would rather have a safe environment than have shoes, trust me. I would rather have a safe family at home than have shoes. Because if I'm safe at home, they can buy me shoes.
Yeah.
But now kids are suffering.
Because people are these brand new shoes, brand new uniform, and then
but
and then even the excuse, yeah. Oh my gens, go on get a uniform. I did this and this and this. Why can't there's a bigger?
It's a bigger thing, my brother.
Yeah.
That we need to tackle as human beings.
And the last time we played about 1 year, but donate the taco, the pets, so ke ba botsa ke example how okay di taco tse ha o di tsa o di fa ngwana go sekolo o sho gore wa di tlhoka na or o bone ka gore o tle a roletse dina le menwana o tse ntshitse monwana for today then o mo fa taco ke eng se o se check gore o itse gore motho o tlhoka taco o bone kae o editse so these people ha ba e go
did you go home
khona le
to get a full detailed history of how can we tackle this? And it's not just that kid. Look at what's going on. People are suffering, Liquid.
Yeah, no.
People are genuinely suffering. And people are using their suffering for likes, to benefit. You go and ask for funding. You get thousands and thousands and thousands, and you buy 50 pairs of shoes. How much are you pocketing?
Millions.
Get the bill.
Millions.
But kids are suffering. You have the money, the means to change the situation wherever they are.
So,
yes.
The way you're holding that thing, do you have hope, man, for things will get better? Or you just making sure as long as me and immediate people around my life, or do you have hope for you know what, things will change for South Africa, for Africa, and then for the world?
If we have honest and genuine conversations, like now, we are talking about problems that hinder our lives, which is this egotistical way of living, the selfishness that I. So if you don't understand the self, it means you don't understand yourself. That's it. And it's wonderful. You need to understand what you are first. Then you will see what the world is universal. We are one in the world. If we share the same sun, one sun, we share it. Why can't we share this whole thing?
Rich and poor.
Rich. Why can't we share this vastness, Elephants? Because the gold Elephants belongs to every human being on earth. It doesn't belong to you who dig it up.
Just because in a machinery.
Oh, no. Every single element Elephants belongs to every human being. It belongs to all human beings. That's how simple life is. But we have complicated it. Because someone has to suffer. And I have to benefit from another person's suffering. That's a sick way to live. And that's exactly what people are doing now. That suffering, they use that. Feneto doesn't have water. And I've asked councillors, I've asked even the mayor himself, can you drink water?
Wait, we have
from
a mayor?
truck? Oh yes, the Jamie Max mayor. I once asked them these questions. I think it's Gama, yes, I think it's Gama. I asked them this question, to say, would you drink that water? And they said no. I'm like, who should drink that water? If it's not good enough for you, who should drink it? Yet you are an elected official to serve. What are you serving? Let's be very honest about that.
And it's funny because Butler boil the water and then they switch off the electricity.
Oh, that's crazy. So
how are we going to boil the water?
Do you understand? So if we can have honest conversations, politics will never get us to a universal world. If we can have, as human beings, one political party that rules over the whole world, one currency for the whole world, why can't we have one government for the whole world? Not different governments. We're not living in different universes. It's one earth that we live in. But why have we separated it like this?
Well, that's why the problem. Let me take me for example.
Yes.
Like I'm struggling financially for like 3-4 years.
Yes.
And then suddenly my finances are booming.
Yes.
And then I wanna go, slice it to insane. Because you'll be like, okay, look, let's do this and this and this for community. And then how to share, but you know, Like, for example, you want to host or improve extension 2 grounds.
Yes.
By cover, by candy light, by everything.
Yes.
There's someone you're pissing off by just saying that. Without actually doing it. By just saying it, fella.
Yes.
Someone who should be is like, delay to that nonsense.
Yes.
Or, how can I approve and tender your ground to renovate you? What I should be agree something.
Yes.
And then that someone, oh, now it's me. Give you let tender your renovate
Stadium.
Yes. And give out just naninya. Because ki krilo ho jewa.
Yes.
So if you don't let go,
yes.
When over the say all that money, all of it,
yes,
for renovate the ground.
Yes.
So I'm like, dude, can I 4 years ago I need this money.
Yeah. What is that? You remember that selfishness that we spoke about? That self-enrichment? Join into it.
So that's what I'm saying. Don't you think some people feel entitled because you feel but
the same thing applies to every human being, not just you. Like
I'm just being the king and the devil's advocate.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, and that's exactly what's happening. But Obacha is lie. You have government officials in offices. How will we stay tender? Before I approve a tender, Obacha percentage. And I'm like, it's your job to approve these tenders. What Obacha's lie? I get what you're saying.
I get you.
It's your job, but you want more.
And already on a salary.
You have a salary. So greed is destroying people. And over something that is useless as money. That's useless. People are harboring millions and millions and millions in their bank accounts. Look, you came here with nothing. Every human being came here with nothing. You're gonna die here with nothing. Are you gonna leave with your car, with your house?
No.
With your kid? Are you gonna die with your kid?
All those rich.
You don't even own your kid. She stays here. Everything doesn't belong to even this skin, this body, this vessel that you have. When you die, you either cremate it or it gets buried 6 feet under. So this is not even going anywhere. You don't even own your own body. What makes you think that you are entitled to anything that life has to offer?
Yeah.
It already gave you life. Remember that. You're always on the prophet side. We woke up today, didn't we? Some people didn't. Are you not gaining something from that? The sun is still shining for you. You're still feeling the richness of everything that the world has to offer.
Mari,
what more do you need?
You get what I'm saying? Some people feel whatever, like they don't want to rock the boat. The minute basta all these service deliveries we actually deserve the basic need.
Yes.
To get this job. So the minute I follow these people, very low to it does be too deep or detail and things like that. Because I think the tavern is one.
Oh yes.
Like how promises over Hansa at all.
Yeah, that's how stupid we actually are. No, I want us to be very
But my
honest
point
with
is, do you kind of understand predicament about Baba? So what's how complain or how to because those people who be the positioning you, they might take it. Then even now I can't feed my kids.
Then outside of you're maimed. That's it. You're afraid of speaking. You're not free. The real revolt, the real revolution comes from being free, Liquid. Free to speak. Truth to power, Rockman. Just to speak. So if rocking the boat means telling a person the truth, and they can't handle the truth, who's an idiot in that? Who can't handle the truth? It's the truth. No one has a gun to your head. You're going to do your job. If you're a director, then it's your job to make sure that Fenersdorp, your has water. That's your job. And we have every right to come to you and tell you to do your job. If you don't want to do your job, then vacate that position. Let's put someone there that will do the actual job that people need. True revolt, that's an old method of fighting. No, we can fight, honestly, truthfully. Then why are people voting? Because I blame everyone that votes. Trust me, I blame everyone that votes. Because if you know that this person is a criminal, and you still vote that criminal in. When that criminal gets in there and does criminal activity, why are you complaining? Who put them there?
Accessory to something like it's a crime.
You are an accessory to that.
Yeah.
Who complain like how bring a criminal into office when they steal and do exactly what they want to do? You complain.
I don't know if like allowed to say this, but anyway, I'm no longer there. We all know what the company is. When I say it's a whole county where the votes. Because the votes are all Holo, Extension 2 Hall, Little Toboso High School. And then because this certain party leader got the votes. I was shocked, bruh. I was shocked. Especially Extension 2 Hall. Because most of people voted for Extension 2 Hall. They voted for Extension 2, Extension 3. And then I think somewhere between Extension 9 and Extension 3 there was a tent somewhere.
Yes.
And then this certain party, a black and yellow, was leading. And I was like, bruh, since 1999 or 2001.
Why are you still voting?
Why are you still voting for them?
Yes.
Party A red or A blue, it likes the changes. Marwabona or A black and yellow is not doing anything. Why are you still voting for them? And it's funny because how would they post on Facebook or this, that? Some of the people from those sections in the one have a comment.
Yes.
But you had an opportunity to vote for somebody else.
Yes.
How are sure or another changes or not?
Yes.
Mar on opportunity or a clarizami. Because I get a country arona, at least the very few opportunity. If you don't like the one who's leading, I don't say this one. So I guess it goes back to issue about the accessory to crime because push a crime
we are busy enabling these people. They moved people from inside the location, Station 10. They moved them there without water, without basic needs, without basic services.
So busy guy in terms of performances and as a DJ in general.
It's important for you to understand that I told my family one very great thing. That if I die playing, they shouldn't cry. Because I'm gonna die doing something that I love with all my heart. So when I climb on top of a roof, on top of a stage, it's not something I think of doing. It just happens in the moment. There's no fear. Where there's no fear, anything, you are limitless. You can do anything that you want.
So questions like this, kids only the club fellas and holy meet.
Yes, and no, but they wouldn't because. When I'm there, I'm in the moment. Nothing else matters but that moment. Like I said, I want to host an event. It's not a one-man show, but it's a last dance. Where that's the final event that I'm going to host for the community. And the proceeds will go through the community where it's needed. All of that money.
So, Mari, before then, are you still available for the bookings?
Yes, I'm still available for bookings.
And other things?
Yes, I'm still available for bookings. I'm still gonna rock. I just want to complete this beautiful journey that I've been on and host the event in a stadium.
Okay.
More
dating we building a hotel. I can bare o tswale go sambe go le monate sa go nna slege.
Yeah, o tswale go le monate.
Yes. Then na ntho ke ina gana if o tswala esa nna gore wa tswala then wa re latla o ka tswala do your own music ne a dira go DJ na do your own music tla o bule academy ya go DJ ya ruta bana go DJ.
Yes.
One tlhaloganya.
Yes, that's gonna come after.
Yes, ke ra go no go tswala.
Yes.
Ke buela mo dading gore ha o tlo sheba most ya now
a dance studio actually, that's Kisa Buto.
Yeah.
It's a dance studio.
Thank you.
There's a dance studio in Joburg. My daughter wanted to go and dance there one day. And I gotta take her there. Because Banabale, that's where they go. They go there, they dance. It's a beautiful studio. So I want Ferrazop to have that because Ferrazop has a lot of potential, especially dancers.
It does.
True. Especially dancers. There's no kid who can dance in the street. That's a fact.
I 100% agree.
Philosophy is loud.
Music.
They go to school, Karas.
In the cable theft, still more kazi. Marijuana afita jaifa.
Yes. So there's potential.
Most we are okay. But to Bankona, the Bamba never been a culture. No, you know how it's safe. Who complain about Honadi, this banner white and better. But never think how it's next. If ever Lohore Unovo Okata Lagatota, why was a bully? Yaha. Bill Laval, I remind there's a competition. Aran Savana Musterating Rabataho Gruma Talent Eta.
Yes.
Bulayaha, Kanaka, he push it and it's something. Is that enough Lahore? Catwan Laden. Udula fair. Yes. Then not about complain now. Yola to fall living at so. Narabun. Banana Baba Morasit. One talokan.
No. Like remember, when a chapter closes, there's something new that happens after that, which is something very beautiful.
Thank you.
So that's why when a relationship ends, I'm not in pain. Because anything that ends, there's a new beginning. Hotman. So I love that. I love where this thing is going. Because to be able to come to that studio, to come and dance there. Only a place where he can come with his group and say, yo, let's go and create something. It's good. It's a proper dance studio where they can come and enhance their talents. But a DJ setup where it's you incorporate both basically, where I can give lessons while there's a dance studio on the other side. Because I love dancing, but and dancing is for life. I'm gonna dance until I'm 100.
Who's the most expensive DJ in JB Max area?
The most expensive DJ?
Yeah, in the JB Max.
JB Max area. I'm not sure about the funds, but it's a good friend of mine, DJ Zodi. He stays in Porsche.
I know Zodi.
Yes,
I know of Zodi.
Yes, he has 2 events that he hosts every year, which he hosted successfully last year for the past 2 years actually. Go Ikaheng Stadium and I think Trim Park, if I'm not mistaken. No, we used to go CSA. It's in the Porsche still.
Okay.
So he's the highest paid DJ currently. Like no JB Max actually. I get a JB Max.
2 and 3.
I'm not sure. Number 2, I might put myself there. Yeah. Number 2, yeah. I might put myself there. Number 3, Pizzo.
Okay.
He's a producer and a DJ. He plays BLK Poch. Yes, so yeah. Number 2, let's say Pizzo number 2, then I might go 3rd.
Yeah,
I might go 3rd.
Yeah, no, because I know someone who used to handle social media, Hazodi. That's how I know of him.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, like for the past few years, I've been active, but not really active.
Yes.
That's why sometimes when I find out of a new artist and other people are singing along the music,
but you
I kind of feel bad. What is wrong with me, man? I should be clued up.
Yeah.
Because exactly. Because I used to be that guy. I'm to organize an event and I need at least 3 bomb rapper by 3.
You were the first person.
Just like that.
Yes.
Okay. About English rappers, about Mutuago rappers, or about mix, or about this, or about that.
Yes.
Yeah, but for the past few years, man, I've been but I'm coming back.
I hope you do.
Yeah, hopefully the studio is somewhere.
It's gonna be a very collaborative effort.
Yeah.
I don't love working alone. Even even daily. I think I texted Linya and told him I wanted him to be part of that team. Basically, I was gonna hand pick everyone, so that we know all our objectives and what's important with us hosting that event. Because as event I am music DJ. It involves dance also. It has a beautiful dance category throughout the day. Yeah.
Are you aware of as DJ Lionel, how is only fella for DJing? Like reputation how if it's DJing.
Yes.
Like le batho ba sa tsamayang di-pub or sa tsamayang, they actually know you.
Yes.
Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am.
And how do you feel? How affect you?
It feels good because I acknowledge them also. For we are in this together, basically.
Ne.
I love them the same way they love me. I greet them with the same intensity. I just love being with them.
I feel go pressure now all the time.
No. I'm still gonna dance in the streets. I'm still gonna run in the rain. I'm still
no.
Yeah.
In terms of
And like sis makaza but ba itse go lokile wa dancer kana group ya go dene
SSD.
abai
They don't know it. That's a lie they don't know. That's a hagala to try.
Go pala go na le production le go ne ba re ke ba iletse yone ke ba mixitse yone via Fruity Loop. Motho na se go di se fela ne line. Bo kare ke ba le teng kare ka khakaletse ne o jang ke mara kare monna ke itse ke lona di tlelo so ba right bo go na le ntho nngwe ene ke batla go botsa yone
Hey, dog.
okay go bile ga nna le dikipa DJ Lionel
Yes.
then ke bona di sa tlhole di teng
Yes.
but ke notice gore most of the time o betsa ka local Street Kid
yes.
YMCC
YMCC, yes.
yeah so ke thabile go fa Bad Boys ba tla re tswa go Bad Boys
Alright.
Hey,
Let's want to say it.
so now ke ne batla go itse ka this part ya what happened to the DJ Lionel.
I stopped production here, Dikipa and everything, pushing the brand basically a long time ago.
Okay.
The thing was for Rense limited edition. This final drive, like just to make it more special. Like it's limited edition. It's gonna be the last that people actually get.
Okay.
DJ Lionel, you sticker, the capo, everything. People can go home with mementos. People can go home with t-shirts. And that's me giving them for free. I'm not gonna sell them. This budget it's just to give them and to say thank you for the continuous support and the love and yeah. That's why the limited edition when I get you. Bad Boys. The thing is, I buy this.
No, na ke bono musula gore o reke if ke batla on rekisa. Remember if ever ile gore ke batla go rekisa. You are going to play Koposh. Nka go fa 3 piece ya Bad Boys. Oho a DJ ya we apere. Before Apollo, guys to Apollo.
Yeah,
before Apollo, but I born again. Then battle go botsa gore o kra ka diste. Gore gore one rekisa kana kono. So ha ile ya lo tsantse go go fe wa go rekisa not gore wena o reke pe.
Remember you're spending money to make that. So with me is I understand what you're saying, but with me is how Lionel letsa. Na ke ara butoka tsa.
Okay.
That's how I usually work.
Okay.
Gore how re go o re tripisiki. Ya o bozo re ke bokae.
Ke na le bana
Thank you for that.
Ke na le bana ba bantsi go ntlisetsa go ntlo.
Thank you.
Awe.
So
Yes.
from the time we started with DJ up until today, no, Arasa bua date because it's a ball and this thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So from the time we started with DJ Lebo Brava 4 and all those
2009. Yes, sir.
yeah, up until now.
It's 15 years.
Ke eng se no gore o se ithutile in the game. So we shall okare those who are coming after you baga zama go se avoid. Or are you one of those people that kishile abashele one?
Oh, I could never do that. The best thing is they shouldn't even mess around with alcohol. They shouldn't. It ruined a lot of careers. It ruined a lot of people, and I can see what it's continuing to do to a lot of people. It's destroying lives. So if you are an artist, you want to go into the field of being a DJ. Banyana, bojalwa, lecheleta. That's the closest way you can get to the grave, or the closest way to get to you destroying what you're trying to do. So I would suggest that they should do it primarily only for the music, only for the art.
All these other byproducts, di tla along the way.
No, ebile ba sa di bitsa. Ba sa nna attached to tsone because they it might derail their entire career. And if fame is what they want, fame is very destructive, it's very dangerous. Because fame is all this bad stuff that we just mentioned. Greed, selfishness, pain, it brings all these things. Bojalwa, aggression, basically.
Yeah.
So I've learned that throughout the 15 years. That's why I stopped drinking alcohol like 5 years ago.
Bo ngas DJ about 27. Like, dude.
Yes, whether there's one person, two people in that, I'm playing music. There are people too.
Exactly.
They're there to listen to you. Yes.
Yo, I remember when we used to play with a lot of that.
Oh, Bagata crowd.
Event is started out, let's say 2, because now usually I organize the Zamsaka.
Yes.
Started out 2 until the 8. We go Palama stage 5. Bro, we go 5.
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
and then after if then it's like, before
So it's a crowd, you're not doing it for So whether there's 5 people in a club, I will play for that 5 people. Playing for people for a small crowd, it's so beautiful because you share an intimate thing with them. The smaller they are listening to you. They're listening to music, like they're listening. They're there to actually enjoy. How about you see? You see, so no.
So according to Lionel, how better to be like a good DJ, avoid that loads about the alcohol, banana. Just it can like different to one and we focus it more.
That's a build. Build.
Because that can be very distracting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. E gontsha mo tseleng. E tlisa bolwetse, e tlisa di-argument, e tlisa dilo tse dintsi. Tse unnecessary. Where if you focus on this, on the music itself, it takes you very far.
Timetable for the next 3 weeks, but in closing.
Well, I haven't taken any gigs because I had so many gigs in December, so I took a month hiatus. So it's just been a month of just relaxing.
Oh,
no, it's just me. I haven't went anywhere. So tonight actually I'm going to Splashy just to go and test some new music out. It's me just testing new music. There's a promising gig next week, the 1st of February in Mafikeng. That will be my first time in Mafikeng actually playing there. So I'm hoping this year to play in places I've never played before. Yeah, but I am going to travel a lot this year.
Yeah.
A lot.
Okay. So how relaxed is it for music of you?
I listen to...
Do you ever relax anyway?
No, me relaxing is listening to music, is maybe exercising, is me maybe at work. So music I listen to a lot of hip hop. I listen to a lot of hip hop. And I listen to a lot of neo soul. There's a lot of good artists that have come out now, and neo soul, Tash. So I listen to a lot of chilled out music, classics. Yeah.
I remember Lionel stops a car to go tell Ari, you should listen to J. Cole new album. And then we had like small talk.
Yes.
As you walk away, this other guy who was standing somewhere there, he's like, why you going on? I'm like, bruh, that's a stupid suggestion. And also, we hip hop, so why would you tell me?
Yes.
I'm like, dude, come on. I get recommendations all the time.
Yeah.
Just know so album Angel Haze. I can never stop people from suggest new music.
Plugging you onto new music.
No, just because I don't get hip hop me.
The thing is, but we are here to learn. That's the beauty of it. So when we connect on something, we are learning about one another.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of life. To remain a student to life, because life keeps teaching, whether you like it or not. Life will always teach you stuff. Are you receptive to actually learn?
Do you think we will ever get a big DJ Black Coffee from Venezuela? By that I mean like someone as big as...
The sky is never the limit. Never. The sky is never the limit.
No.
So the potential that Venezuela has supersedes that. It goes beyond Black Coffee. It goes beyond every single thing, because anyone can be anything. Anyone. If you put your mind to it, the energy, the dedication, the discipline, you can reach any level that you want without all the hindrances that we spoke about. Yes, if you're starting for fame, if you're starting for Black Coffee, if you're starting to be better than anyone, then you're not starting on the right path. Because you're starting a competition, you want to be better than someone. But if you're doing it just for the music, it takes you very far.
Yeah. ne ke batla re tshameke one must go mare
Okay,
na gonna
before-
controversial.
Before one must go.
No, not before one must go. I read something.
No, re tla itshameka oh.
Yes.
Ka gore already batho ba re DJ Lionel wa tsena. Ne. And like how bina? Okay, no bina ke go dumedisa la so ke le ko line ya bang. O tla go bina, o binela so binela. So batho ba tla ba na ke motho o binela eng. How about to just speaker tse le tsa Bluetooth ge o se tlhomela o bino seo tsa mae ge o ya ba utla go binela eng.
Oh, I get the set up go no go.
Like samba gona le bale ba ba sa kgoneng go bona le gore o tsentse dietse.
Oh, yes.
So like o le mare ke motho na re ka se mo playing go. Na o binela motho go tsagala eng. Ka wena o ipina le nna ke batle le go mara di headset or eng. It's like
I ipina la fe.
gore wa ya tsa tsehela speaker nyana fela connect nyana se tlola ba khone go tla gore o binela pile fe.
Go na le speaker se sa go limpopo se re ka ba ntshila ke la ka sona.
O se tse so dese.
Okay, yeah, no, pero ka speaker se. This year I'm buying that small speaker.
No, I guess something one must go.
Okay.
Nagare, in closing, anything you will have to say?
That people should understand themselves. Life is a very beautiful thing when you understand what life is. The biggest tragedy is we were never taught on how to live that way. Now the life that we are living is a painful and like a sufferable life. Like we are suffering to live because diwa go phela in the first place.
Yeah.
But the people that were supposed to teach us how to live, they don't even know.
Hey, they were
what
fighting
living is.
apartheid, but that's not a
There we go. So
Yeah.
the further you go, you can clearly see that there's a huge problem that needs to be fixed. So now it needs people to understand themselves, not as Africans, not as Christians, not as black, not as white, not as Indian, but as human beings.
Because when they develop different races, but how we have a lot in common.
We are one.
Than
We are one
in common.
Yes, I told my daughter that we are not colored. We are not black. We are not from Africa. The only place that you call home is Earth. Not Fantasdorp, no, Earth. So wherever you lay your head, wherever your feet touch the ground, that's where home is.
That's your home.
That's your home, not separated by a border or by a skin color. Don't see yourself as anything than a human being. Now, your life becomes vast. It becomes open to the universe because that's exactly what you are.
Yeah.
Every human being here has a very beautiful role to play. Every human being.
Yeah, no, nice, man. Otherwise, thank you for spending an hour.
Thank you. Thank you to the viewers also. Yes,
I understand how important Nako is. So, utile Nako ya botshelo ba gago and especially we spend the rona. So for that, I appreciate that.
Thank you, my brother. Anytime. Hopefully, we'll join you guys again on the next one.
Yeah, hopefully there's another part 2 very soon.
I said, please talk to. I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah, right.
To the director. Thank you, my brother. Thank you,
Thank you, watchers.